Hey, what's up? Jeremy here from whatupjeremy.com, back with another episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for tuning in. In today's episode, we're building off of what we talked about in the last episode. So if you recall, if you backtrack one episode, what we did is I showed you exactly how I get clients from a Facebook group. So if you have your own group or have been thinking about setting up your own Facebook group, I shared with you the benefits. I shared with you some of the downsides. I also shared with you how to work your way to the point of having a Facebook group. And if you already have one, I shared with you my top methods for how I get clients on repeat and pretty much on autopilot. As your group sits there, when you have these things I shared dialed in, you're going to increase the chances of starting conversations. You're going to increase the chance that when they join, that they end up becoming a client. So be sure to backtrack one episode to hear exactly how it works, how it flows. This is, again, not for you getting clients from other people's groups, how to start and grow. Not really how to start. It's less about getting clients from other people's group, less about getting clients from other people's groups, and it's more about how to have your own group and nurture your prospects into warm prospects and then into paying clients. So be sure to backtrack one episode if you want to understand exactly how to do that, or if you have a Facebook group and you want to fine tune it, or you've been considering starting one. We're building off of that today. But instead, what we're going to be talking about is how to get clients organically from your Facebook personal profile, not a business page, not running ads somewhere, from your Facebook profile, exactly how it works, how to do it, and everything that you need to know. Before we get into the four main ideas I have for you today, for some of you, they're going to be reminders. For some of you, they're going to be brand new, fresh ideas. I think it's important that you understand exactly what happens if you don't get today's episode right. The first thing that happens is that you think Facebook sucks. You go and start a group and you start growing it and you start working on getting people in it. Maybe you work up your way close to 100 members organically. Well, it's slow growth, and maybe you had some quick wins in the beginning, but you still haven't gotten a client to sign up from it. And so you wind up thinking that Facebook sucks, when in reality, you just don't have the right plan or strategy or reach just yet to take advantage of Facebook. And so you wind up thinking Facebook sucks, and you don't quite know what to do for how to turn it around. That's the first thing that happens. The second thing that happens is that you think that organic marketing doesn't work. So riddle me this. When you think about your business, do you feel like paid traffic is on your horizon? Because if you feel that way, then you probably already think that organic marketing is either doesn't work or it's slow. But what I have found out on the other side of both of those thoughts, and coaching literally dozens of people through the same mindset, is that ads can help you to go faster. But if organic marketing isn't working, it's because you don't have the right strategy, your offer isn't juicy enough, and you aren't doing enough of the money-making activities that cause any sort of organic marketing to happen, and for those prospects who come your way to turn into leads and turn into clients. So the second thing that happens if you don't get today's episode right is you think that organic marketing sucks. You think that it's slow. You continue thinking ads are the way, but you get to ads, and I promise you that if you have any of these feelings around organic marketing, paid traffic ain't going to work for you, because you still won't have a juicy offer. You still won't have the wherewithal to know what to do to make money right now, or to create a system that makes it happen. This is a small figment of exactly why I'm not a fan of you going to pay traffic before 30K. And I'm not a fan of coaches who direct you to go to pay traffic just because you don't have an audience, the expertise, or the authority. Those three things are worth nurturing. They're worth building so that you actually have a business that doesn't create the imposter syndrome in your life. So the first thing that happens, you think Facebook sucks, you miss out on clients. The second thing is you think that organic doesn't work, and you continue thinking pay traffic is the right next step for you. Well, my friends, this show is all about organic marketing, and this show is all about keeping you from paid traffic, but getting you to 30K so you can make a better decision for yourself, and helping you get to 30K so that in that process, you make the juicy offer, you build the audience, you actually build your authority and your expertise. And when that happens, there's no reason why you won't feel like you deserve and you've earned 100K a month. You end up putting together better offers, better promotions to all of the audience members you've grown from the past, and then you end up realizing that, wow, I still don't need paid traffic, or I only need need a very minute amount of paid traffic for new faces to get to my Instagram profile or to watch this training that I specifically have for booking calls, all of which takes time to fine tune and make happen, which is why I'm so excited to get you this episode. So let's hop in and let's talk about tip number one for how to get clients from your Facebook profile and how to do this organically. I think it's worth stating again and clarifying that this is not for a business page, because business pages don't convert. This is for your personal Facebook profile. And I've come across students and members of my audience in the past who feel like they have too much friends, too much family, all those sorts of things. They want to grow from their business page, and you're already on the wrong foot. Okay? I promise you that the best way to convert clients right now on Facebook is from your personal Facebook profile. And even if you have a ton of friends and family, what today's episode is going to help you do is gear up a profile that works organically for you, which if you don't have right now is worth creating and worth building. The first thing that you need to do in order to get clients from your Facebook profile is you need faces. So what this means is you need to add friends every single day. In the last episode, we talked about building your own Facebook group. I think Facebook groups are great, and if you can be a part of other groups that have your target market in them, this is one of the easiest way to get around your prospects and the leads inside of your market. So here's how it works. Number one, I'm not advocating for you to go into other people's groups and to start spamming or to start cold outreaching to those members with your offers. What I am advocating for is for you to get in the groups that your prospects are a part of and to be adding friends from there. See, right now you're probably wondering, okay, I have a Facebook profile. I don't have a ton of friends on there. My friends and of like business prospects, I have friends and family who are following me and they're looking at this in my personal profile. So I'm not sure exactly where to start. Well, what you have to start doing is filling up your profile, your 5,000 friends, with people from your market, with people who have the problem that you can help them to solve. And so one of the best ways to find people with interests in the problems that you solve is to search on Facebook in groups and to join the groups that your prospects are joining, to get inside of there and to add friends from there. So what you want to do is add 30 to 50 friends every single day of people in your target market. And groups are the home base for this. So right now, if you're just kind of sparking up your Facebook profile, I want to consider you and keep you in mind, go and join at least 5 groups that are groups your prospects would want to be in and are actively in right now. You have to get around your market. We've talked in the past about getting visible. The next thing you have to do is in getting visible is you have to get around people in your market, get around people that have the problem that you can solve. And so the easiest way to do this is from groups. As you start to do this, Facebook is going to start suggesting friends for you and people to add, and people are going to start adding you as well and adding you back. So I think it's also important to filter through the folks that you're adding to make sure they are the right people, they are the right prospects that you're looking for. And if this process is going slow for you, you're running out of people to add, it's important to join more groups. So right now it might be something to add to your calendar to be joining 3 Facebook groups every single day, to be getting in there and to be adding value if you can and where you can, making relationships with those admins, because that right there is going to be extremely fruitful for you down the road. And then also adding prospects from there that you can go to the profile and they look like they have the problem that you have. And they're showing that because they're in this group that focuses in on the problems and the solutions that they are looking for. Tip number 1, add friends daily. You don't want to add more than 50 because Facebook will start to flag you. In fact, if you're already using Facebook for your business, you might want to ramp up. Like this next 7 days, you add 10 people a day. After that, you do 20, working your way up to 50 over the course of the following 4 or 5 weeks, just so that Facebook doesn't think you're doing anything weird or anything like that, and you don't compromise your profile. So the first thing you need to do is add friends daily, and then with a goal of getting to 5,000 friends. This is going to take you a little bit of time, which is why it's worth starting right now while you're listening to this episode and starting to add those friends and join those groups so you have warm prospects to be adding in. So add friends daily, no more than 50 a day, and your goal is to get to 5,000 friends. And I want you to imagine right now what your business would look like if you had 5,000 friends on Facebook who have problems that you can help to solve. Would you have enough conversations, leads going in order to be getting clients every single week? I think that is the case. And so this is why I'm such a big fan of Facebook. And I'm a fan of it because everybody has it and because your market is on there. And all you have to do is join groups to find where they're at. So add 50 friends every single day. Your goal is 5,000 friends. Second is the warm welcome. I think it's like one of my mindsets that I share with my Get Clients students is that You should treat your Facebook profile like your Facebook group before you have a Facebook group, and then even while you're growing your Facebook group. So what that means is like almost treating it like it's your house. So in the last episode, we talked about when someone joins your group, there's questions that you can ask, and then when they answer them, now you've started a conversation. And the whole point of you having a group is, yeah, to show your expertise and your know-how and to build a stage, but it's really to start a conversation. It's a means to an end for starting conversations. Your Facebook profile is no different. So when people accept your friend request, when you add new people, and you get any sort of notification of people coming to your profile, that's a opportunity to start a conversation. That's an opportunity to reach out and say hi, to say hey, and to potentially ask them some questions about where they're up to in their journey, to figure out if they're looking for some help, or to see if they would get value from maybe your own group or other resources that you have. And I want to state right now that Facebook profiles are just as, if not more powerful than Facebook groups when you know how to use them. And it's important that you learn how to use it so that if you have a group, your profile can still get you brand new clients. And then anybody who doesn't become a client from your Facebook profile, you just invite them over to your Facebook group and you nurture them. And then if you have it all tied in correctly, when they join your group, they're now in a conversation with you because they're a friend on Facebook and you're chatting with them, because that's the point of adding friends, right? And then they're in your group and they're on your email list. And the point of all three of those is to be starting conversations. And what will end up happening is that your emails start landing in their inbox, your posts start coming up on their feed. You immediately become, you could be the newest person they have found in their life. And through your emails, through your content on your Facebook profile and the conversation you have with them, you overnight become the authority in their life. You become the person they're willing to talk to because the coach they've been following or the YouTuber that they're listening to and the podcaster they're listening to is a little too big and on a pedestal for them to actually reach out, or they think they can't afford that person's stuff. You're already in a conversation with them, superhuman, off of that pedestal, but still have the goods to help them. So the second thing is a warm welcome. And what this means is sending them a message to say hello. One of my favorite messages is sending someone's first name with an exclamation mark. And when they get that message, like all I'm trying to do is get a reply out of people. And so they're either going to think that, okay, does this guy know me? Have I met this guy before? Have I seen him before? Like, why is he coming in so familiar? Because like, yeah, I know your name because I see it on your profile, but the only people that use your name are really, and use it alone, are people that know you. And so I'll throw someone's name with an exclamation mark and they'll be like, yeah, or they'll say my name back with an exclamation mark. And now we're in a conversation. And whether or not they become a client, we're getting familiar with each other. I'm able to see if they have problems. I'm able to see if they're a prospect, if they meet my requirements, and then maybe invite them to my group. And now they're answering those questions in my group and maybe saying, yeah, they want some help. Or they're putting in their email when I do that. And they went from a random person that I found from a Facebook group that accepted my friend request to joining my group and signing up for my email list in the process. Now I'm in their chat, they're in my group, and they're on my email list. I am now the authority if I play my cards right in my content, in my nurturing, and in what I do on a day-to-day basis, which I'm going to have dialed in on top of that, which I'm already doing these money now and money later tasks, which you should be as well. The second thing you have to do is create a programmed warm welcome. You should not reinvent the wheel with every single message that you send out. I think that's one of the big misnomers in the coaching space, is that you want to feel original with every prospect. It's going to take you all day to just do your prospecting part, let alone the like making offers and sales calls and closing on those calls time needed, right? So send a warm welcome. I would make it pre-selected, pre-chosen, and be testing things as you go. And then what's going to end up happening is you're going to find a message that really works for you and that gets you to get a reply from them. You're not trying to get a client from your Facebook new friend. You're just trying to get a reply from them. You're trying to get them to accept the request and then get a reply, and then you can work your magic from there. The third thing for how to get clients from your Facebook profile is you have to be posting consistently. One of the reasons I started this show and made it daily is because this goes on my Facebook profile. And my Facebook profile is actually, I look at it as home for my live stream, which it kind of becomes home for my podcast. And I want content on my profile every single day. And then in doing that, that caused for me to say, okay, I don't just want videos on my profile. I want to have a combination of text, of the text on background, the hand raisers that we talked about in episode 30, the hand raising style posts, the question asking style posts. And I want you to come to my profile and see a combination of lives, of reels, of text, thoughts, and kind of tweets, so to say, and then calls to action, and then some calls to action dripped inside of the stream, like I'm going to do at the end of this episode, in the post of this, like I'm going to do after I go and do my final touches on these episodes on my profile and on YouTube and other places. And what's going to end up happening is that my content's going to start dripping on you. When you add a new friend, your content goes on the top of their feed. So when they unlock their phone for the first time, your likelihood of being on their first view of the Facebook app on their phone is actually a lot higher than it will ever be. And if they engage with any of your content, now you're going to be showing up a little bit more frequently. Now your story is going to pop up on the top of their feed. Now your posts are going to come through. Your live streams are going to come through. When you're live, you're going to pop up on their profile. So what this is about is posting consistently, and you need to have some sort of schedule in place. I'm not saying go and start streaming every single day and doing a podcast, but over the past 40-ish episodes now, we've talked about using the story function, all right, at length for how to use a story to get clients. Let's find that episode and let's just plug that in here because I know it will be helpful for you. In episode 22, we talked about how to use the story to get more clients on Instagram and Facebook. And so if you are actively posting your content and it's getting engagement, anyone who engages is more likely to see your story, more likely to see when you do start your podcast and go live. And so this is why it's so important, to my previous tip, to do a warm welcome and start a conversation, because in doing that, the friend request plus the messaging is showing Facebook there's a relationship. Now your content's going to be coming up a little bit more often for them. And so let's say you add 10 new people accept your friend request every day and 10 new conversations are started. Well, now your content is mixing and going out to those 10 people. And as you're posting consistently, it's going to drip on them and showing up in story. You're going to be surrounding them, right? That surround sound effect is what happens. So be sure to backtrack to episode 22 to know my frameworks and methodologies for getting more clients on Instagram and Facebook using the story. And then be posting consistently to your story and to your feed on your Facebook profile. And how Facebook's going to be sending you out completely for free to people in your market because you've been adding 50 friends a day from Facebook groups where your target prospects are hanging out. Tip number 3 is post consistently using all of the methods Facebook gives you. And one of the things that we've all seen over these last 10, 12 years on Facebook is that when Facebook comes out with a new way for content to be shared, is that they're a lot more likely to be giving some more algorithm juice to those new things. So when they make an update to stories or reels, or they add a new thing in, I would recommend to be trying it and testing it, because Facebook wants it to look like those features are popular, and the people who use them end up getting a little more algorithm behind them. So that means that your organic friends and maybe more outside of that start to get your content, and Facebook starts to see your content and people engaging with it, and they start to serve it to more people, kind of like their ad platform does. And so you might also find that your lives and your podcast and your reels organically come up on people's feed just because you've been posting consistently. So that's tip number 3. The 4th tip is you have to be doing hand-raising posts. We talked about them in episode 39 in the last episode for how to get clients from your Facebook group. And then we talked about them in episode 30 where I gave you my 3 hand-raising posts that generate interest and start conversations. So backtrack to episode 39 and backtrack to episode 30 to understand exactly what I'm talking about here. But what you have to do is, if you want clients coming from Facebook, it's not enough to just add them, and it's also not enough to be posting consistently. You have to be calling them to action. So using the text on background, or using the story function, or using a live like this, and at the end of it, or in the text, or in the title, be calling them to action. And then on top of that, you're not going to be waiting for them to listen or to read or for your post to land there, because you're going to be starting a conversation. And when they fit your criteria of a perfect future client, you're going to be inviting them to the next step, whether that's a call with you, to join your group, or to get a free resource that you have for them. I think a lot of people overlook that you just started 10 conversations, let's say, from these 10 friends that accepted your friend request, is they just like have some formalities and then they drop it. And you need a pathway that gets you from cold stranger on the internet to hot prospect begging for your time and begging for your energy and begging for your resources. And so what I would recommend doing is that for everyone you start a conversation with, that you always circle back in a couple of days and say, hey, I created this thing. Would you like a copy? In fact, that text works great on text on background, works great on story, and works great as a follow-up. So you added these 10 friends. You didn't sell them hard at all. You made 0 offers. You just go back and say, hey, I was thinking about you because I made this thing. Would you like a copy when it's done? Or would you like a copy of it? And then you can send them your PDF, send them your training, give them a link to your podcast or whatever it is that you have. And then you can circle back with them and ask them if they're looking for some help. So guys, this is how you get clients organically for free from Facebook. Too many of you resist this because you want to do what your favorite influencer or coach is doing, and you're too proud to be starting conversations. And then so you want to go to ads, and you start doing ads, and then you realize that you got to be starting conversations from it, and you dialed none of it in over the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years in organic. And so it still doesn't work, and you're still without clients. I promise you that everything is on the other side of some hard work and dialing in your organic marketing, because the solution and the equation to getting clients every week is all simply about showing up every day, getting leads every day. And this is the pathway to getting clients every single week, clients every single month, and growing your business past 15K to 30K and beyond. And when you do that, you're going to have more options. You'll have more resources for that, and you'll have a lot more energy to be able to tune into getting all of these things to work, or bringing on the right people to help you to dial it all in. In the next episode of Client by Client, in episode 41, I'm going to share with you how to create the coaching program that your clients never want to leave. You guys have heard my mindset around that. Part of what makes it easier to grow a coaching business over time is creating a program clients want to stay in, because every minute you have to spend marketing to get new people in is moments you have to spend away from the folks who've already made the investment. They've already found you. They've already joined. These are the initiated. These are the converted. So I want to help you create a program that your clients never want to leave. They continue renewing for and signing up again for, and investing in themselves in, and staying in your program and never wanting to go anywhere else. So be sure to come back to the next episode to check that out. Whenever you are ready, here are a few ways I can help you grow your online business. Coaches, are you still managing your leads and your pipeline from Instagram DM, Messenger, and the email inbox? Well, when you do that, you're losing leads in the cracks, and you're leaving a lot of money on the table. That's why I created GetBookedCRM. It helps you get leads and turn them into clients in half the time. I even show you how to use it. To get your free copy, all you have to do is find me on Instagram and send me the letters CRM. So send me a private message, a direct message, a DM with CRM for your free copy, and I'll get that over to you when I see you in my DM. Second, join my free group for online coaches. I got just about 1,000 of them from all over the world. They're a step ahead of you, at the same step that you're at, or maybe a small baby step behind. You'll get access to them, to me, and my favorite resources that I share for growing your business, and the things that I come across that help me to grow mine. All you have to do is grab your phone right now and send me the word group for your invite, and we'll get you in, or search Leverage Coach on Facebook. Lastly, become my next success story. I'm getting a couple coaches together this month to implement my methods to get to 15K in clients and a new client injection, or to double your online client roster over the next 30, 60, 90 days. But finding and working with the right people is the most important to me. So this is only for you if you are a relationship-focused coach who always puts the person ahead of the money. You've been coaching for at least 1 year, or you're not brand spanking new to coaching. You'd like to get 3 to 5 clients organically every month from social media without wasting money on paid ads. You have at least 300 Facebook or Instagram friends, or list subscribers, or group members. You're willing to take bold action because you know your success depends upon it. And last, but probably most important, you can keep a secret. If that's you, I want you to grab your phone right now and message me the words case study over on Instagram. And what I'll do is I'll ask you a couple questions, then I'll share with you what we have coming up, how we're already helping students with this in the Get Clients coaching program, and what of the program will likely have the highest impact the soonest in your online business, and what you can expect from working with yours truly. All you have to do is grab your phone right now and send me the words case study on Instagram or on Facebook, and I'll know what to do, and I'll get you all of that info. That's it for this episode of Client by Client. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers. Okay, team. It's been a productive day on my side. I hope it's been on yours. I hope you enjoyed that. If you made it all the way through the end, I want you to comment the word happy, because it's a happy Monday, and that way I can say hi. I just give you some love. And that way I know you've been all the way through this. If there's anything I can do, never hesitate to reach out. If there's anything I can help you to do to grow your business, I'm always here for you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another one. Cheers.